My research focuses on the Chilean feminist song, A Rapist in Your Path, created by the Chilean feminist collective Las Tias. Las Tias incorporated many feminist ideas into the song. However, they did it in such a way where it would be appealing and reachable to an audience that lies outside of the elite academic sphere. A Rapist in Your Path soon became engulfed by the phenomenon of globalization, spreading to over 50 different countries. A large part of my research focused on trying to answer why the song was able to become such a large transnational movement, especially in countries with entirely different governmental structures. To answer this question, I chose 2 American and 2 Chilean performances of the song, and utilized multimodal analytic techniques to analyze the lyrics and performance attributes for each. I devised a codebook for the performance attributes I wish to analyze, focusing on gestures, bodily movements, the clothing worn by the performers, and the colors present in the performance. After conducting several screenings for the video analysis, I honed in on the lyrics for each performance, highlighting the pronouns used, the themes present, the use of literary devices, and the presence of differential storytelling. My final step involved converting the codes from the performance analyses into themes, in order to allow for proper cross-analysis between the lyrics and performance attributes. The findings from the lyrics and performance analysis pointed to several key differences between the performances of A Rapist in Your Path in Chile and the United States. In Chile, one of the key themes the lyrics focused on was how the patriarchal state makes violence against women a private rather than a public crime, which was performed for the use of black blindfolds. However, in the New York performance of the song, the lyrics focused on how gendered violence is a very visible crime in the United States that continues to be disregarded, a theme that was also represented by the translucent eye mask the performers wore to represent pseudo blindness. Both Chilean and American performances focused on the theme of victim blaming and rape narratives. However, in the Chilean performances, the performers wore club attire to showcase association between scandalous clothing and rape, whereas in the New York performance, the performers were completely covered up to challenge the notion that only promiscuous women are capable of being rape victims. In the Chilean performance of the song, there's also a minimal use of personal pronouns. However, in the American version, pronouns are heavily used. The San Francisco performance of A Rapist in Your Path primarily utilized Chilean lyrics, but presented differences compared to other performances in clothing and colors, illustrating the adaptability of the phenomenon to local experiences and political agendas. In this version, the performers also heavily symbolized violence against women for images of blood and injury, which is representative of the major theme of institutionalized violence against women in the lyrics. Although there were key differences between the American and Chilean performances of A Rapist in Your Path, the findings did reveal several similarities. In both performances, the lyrics highlighted the failures of the patriarchal state, which was also represented through the performers pointing at governmental institutions and by using hand motions to illustrate the patriarchal power structure. In both performances, the women were also portrayed as dominant, through the performers naming the rapists, as well as engaging in dominant bodily positions, such as standing erect and raising their fists. In all the performances, the theme of state paternalism, or the state knowing what is best for women in cases of gendered violence, is present and dominant. The findings revealed that the transnational potency of A Rapist in Your Path is due to its connective action framework. This essentially means that A Rapist in Your Path is not prescribed to any political affiliation. Rather, it allows for an open framework where performers can use the song to serve their own individualized interests and to express their own stories. This was essential in its transnational process, as each country could adapt it to meet their own patriarchal power structures while keeping the core themes of the song intact, themes that all women can relate to.